There's no anti-patriot bias here. Not one iota.
You're about to get propaganda.
You're welcome to Great North Sports once again. The band is back, baby. How was the Celtics game, first of all? Before we get into this?
I mean, we lost.
Yeah, but
as far as an experience goes, it was fantastic. I wasn't on the show last week. I got gifted impromptu Celtics tickets basically right when I got to work on Wednesday. And I texted Armchair and was like, is this cool? He was like, yeah, absolutely take those. Good thing I did, because I came to find out a couple hours later they were essentially courtside tickets.
Unbelievable.
I was like, there was the Hawks bench, the VIP, there's 2 rows of VIP, and then me. So like I could hear everything the bench was saying. We were like talking to the Hawks bench. We had this guy in front of me in VIP who was just talking shit all night. What's his name on the Hawks? I had it before we started and now it's gone.
This is post Trae Young.
One of the bench warmers was talking shit all night. He's turning around Fortnite emoting on people. It was a good time, man. I had fun. I'm super appreciative for work being like, you're definitely the biggest sports fan here. You should probably have these. And then nobody even knew where they were. And then I like went back into work the next day and they're like, oh, it was a game. I was like, fucking check this shit out. I got to sit there one other time when I was like, I don't know, we were like 13 maybe. My friend's sister won tickets. Nice. She's like, you want to go to the game like tonight? And we like, fuck yeah. It was like 4 of us, just basically front row. Like it was Celtics, Hornets, Kemba Walker, Al Jefferson days. I think it was Marcus Smart's rookie year, maybe his second season. But being that close is such a different experience. Like being able to hear everything, seeing how absolutely massive those athletes are. You feel the floor shake as they, running up and down. Fantastic.
The moral of the story
I didn't pay a fucking dime, so win-win. That could have been the last row, and I would have been happy.
Is always accept the tickets when they're given to you. I won a contest at work when I was younger for tickets to a concert, and I was like, I don't know who's playing, but I'll go. Like, it was like tonight.
You take them.
Do you know who it was? It was fucking Prince. Before he
died. Dude, it always works out, man.
Sometimes
you just gotta say fuck it. Yeah, I'll go.
I ended up floor tickets to see Prince live before he died, and I was like, I mean, that motherfucker played Purple Rain like nobody's business, and that was incredible. But only because I said, I'll go. Of course I will. Let's do this.
Yeah. Fantastic night. We had a blast. Shout out the 2 guys from the bank that went with us that paid for my food and drinks all night. Shout out those guys. They were also gone at halftime and I got leg room, so
appreciate the white collar. Thanks for the help.
Yeah, appreciate that. Also, like, this is a different rant. We can do this a different time. I'm sure it'll piss me off again. We got Super Bowl to talk, some other things, but I'm so fucking done with mass transit. I'm over it. The train was an hour late both ways. Suck my dick. It didn't snow in 2 weeks. I gotta wait an hour in the fucking cold. My hands freezing off. I would have drove if I knew it was going to be an hour. I would have dealt with the traffic. I would have dealt with the horse and carriage sized roads. You can't make me wait an hour in fucking 5-degree weather.
I got hit with
twice.
I got hit with double traffic jams today. There was an accident on the way to work, so it was an hour for my 15-minute drive today. I can see my office from, like, it's across the harbor. If I walk and take the ferry, it's literally 20 minutes, and 15 minutes of that is the ferry crossing the harbor. And if I drive,
to work blows my mind.
And if I drive, it's only usually, if there's no traffic, it's like a 10-minute drive. Today was an hour on the way there, and then on the way back, it was worse. It was about an hour.
My brain can't comprehend having to like get into a car onto a boat and then
no car on the boat. No cars on the boat. Mm-mm.
Oh, you just walk to the
just
boat?
Walk on it. Yeah.
Still
it's a passenger ferry. Yeah.
Still wild to me.
You come visit, we'll take you on the boat. We'll get you on there.
Yeah.
Just do a little.
I love a boat if it's warm out. I'm not trying to do the ferry in the fucking freezing cold.
Nobody wants to. Well, there's inside the ferry. We're not savages. Like, it's not like we're like. I mean, I know we're Canadians, but I'm not going up top doing Pirates of the Caribbean theme, Jack Sparrowing on the front of the ship as it crosses the harbor.
Right.
It's all right. It's good. We got it done. So basically what I'm
Pirates
hearing
a buzzword for me.
Traffic is shitty everywhere. It doesn't matter what country you're in.
It's just the
True.
train. Like the train
It's the
was the
worst.
best when I was a kid, and it just sucks now. But again,
It's
that's a
awful.
conversation for a different time.
We're not gonna.
Things like that. I was back in the city on Saturday. I've been fucking driving back and forth from Boston
Hmm.
way too much for my liking, but um, I was in the city for a concert on Saturday. Had a blast. Show was fantastic. Shout out the elevators. But we were going back from the concert to the hotel, and there we taking an Uber. I'm done with the train. I'm like coming in hot off of Wednesday, being late for
Yep.
an hour, whatever. I was like, no train. I'll pay whatever it takes for an Uber. Uh, Coming out of MGM Boston is it's right next to Fenway.
Hmm.
So it's like that's just a fucking disaster part of the
It's always a
city.
disaster. I
Yeah,
am
it's
familiar
tough.
with Boston. I am
Yeah,
at least
it's
downtown.
that
I'm
part
familiar with that.
sucks.
Yeah, it does.
Uh, so I'm like getting an Uber. We're trying to like track him down in traffic. I'm like, I'm not gonna wait out here. I'll just find him. He's sitting still somewhere.
Yeah.
Go to get in the Uber. One of the people I'm with just fucking clanks his door off of a car in traffic next to us. I was like, great start. This is on my Uber account. It was so long, 4.9. It's gone after that. Not 5 minutes later, we've moved to like maybe 50 feet in traffic, but he gets rear-ended. Like instant car part
Oh
gets out.
no.
I was like, oh no, this is just snowballing. No damage, thankfully, but it was a pretty. I was like, I don't know how this is gonna go or how he's gonna react. If he's gonna be mad about the door incident, like what the vibe is, and then he just like cut through traffic. He made a fantastic move. It got the car going. People were like, yeah, like that. That's how you fucking move. Like that's way to fucking
Hmm.
seize a gap. Like no
Yeah.
blockers. He just went for it, and after that the vibe kind of came back, but I was this close away from having like I don't know what to do. I can't commute on the train. I can't fucking call an Uber.
That Uber hit a halfback slash, hit the A
He
gap,
did.
and he was
He
gone.
did. I wish I
Blockers
remembered his
pulled, and he
name
was
so I
set.
could give him a shout out, but give him a nice tip.
Good, good. We had a busy week last week in sports. I covered a little bit of it. We'll get your opinions on some of it too. We had some very anti-patriot nonsense going on at the Hall of Shame,
There's
and
anti-patriot nonsense going on everywhere. Isn't it
and
beautiful?
and I
Doesn't it
we
just give you
it's
hope?
so we are going to talk Super Bowl. Jonathan Welch, friend of the show, has asked for a friendly wager, so we could come up with what our friendly wager is going to be. Of course, Seahawk fan. I wish him nothing but the best, but I also am tired of hearing about how incredible his team is, as if the Patriots haven't beaten a whole bunch of incredible defenses on their way to this moment. But whatever. I guess
Did
that,
people act like we had to do some sort of blood ritual? Like we took a
yes.
10 milliliters of Tom Brady's blood, a tattered hoodie, and like burned
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
we're just a good team, and
Yeah.
it's impossible for people to admit for some reason.
We'll get into all of the Super Bowl talk in a little bit. I wanted to open our actual sports and conversation now that we've got all the traffic talk out of the way. Um, a little
We talk a
hockey.
lot of traffic
We
on
talk
this
a
show.
lot of traffic on the show
For a guy who doesn't have to sit in traffic for work, I talk a lot of traffic.
for a non-traffic related program. We talk a lot of traffic. There's some city planner
Traffic
somewhere.
and transit.
There's a city planner somewhere that watches the first 5 minutes of our show every week, and he loves it. He is just like, this is my shit. And then we start talking about sports, and he's like, oh, that's it. All right, bye.
I'm out. Yeah.
Big trade today in the NHL. Artemi Panarin to the LA Kings in a fleece job by the Kings. I don't understand any of that. Is this just a full Rangers like? Are
I mean,
we trying to get him
this
over?
is an NBA type trade.
It's bad.
It's like somebody who wasn't happy doesn't want to be there. We're obviously going towards a trade. Rangers aren't playing well. It just made sense to make the move. It's just kind of wild coming on. Like the Rangers kind of haven't been super relevant the last couple of years, but the last time they were, Panarin was a large part of it, and they were trading for him and signing this extension, and now being on the back end of it with not much success in between, I think is not only the reason why it happened, but also just the reason that we're kind of not expecting it.
I think this puts LA in that top 5 in the West conversation because they've been really good. They've been a great defensive
I
team
mean, this
for
is
3
what they've
years, right?
missed. Yeah, exactly. The last few years, it's been kind of the same story with the Kings, where they're a really good defensive team. They have these up and coming pieces,
Good
and
goaltending,
right, and they
no
just
goal
never
scoring.
really have that. Yeah, no goal scoring. They don't have a true like number one guy to rely on. They did the Luc Dubois stuff, like
Yeah, that didn't
that
work.
didn't work out. No, it blew up in their face. They've been trying to do this. You thought maybe, all right, after the Dubois stuff, maybe one of these young talents we have is going to step up and kind of be like that true number one scorer, go-to guy, and they just don't have it. And they're too good of a team to not try to address that.
The West is a bit of a nightmare right now because when you look at the West, you've got Colorado and Edmonton and
It's
Dallas.
super top heavy. Yeah,
So
yeah.
Colorado, Edmonton, Dallas, all incredible teams, right? Like I think that those are probably the class of the West. And then you've got
Then
that
there's
next
like
tier, which is like
Vegas,
Vegas,
Kings,
LA, and then you probably can
Minnesota.
throw in Minnesota there. Kaprizov has been unreal the
Sharks
last
could
little
get
bit.
frisky, but nobody's really
Well, I was going
expecting
to say
anything from
the
them.
next tier is the up and coming youth movement, which is your Anaheim and your San Jose, which are both trending in the right direction. They're not there yet, but like they certainly will be in a FAFO
Gun
place
to your
real
head,
soon.
who's the better team, Anaheim or San Jose?
San Jose. It's not
I
that
think I go the
close.
other way.
It's not that close, in my opinion.
Really?
Yeah, I
Okay.
I I love
I was
what
just
San
curious.
Jose
It
did.
came to my head while we were talking about them.
Yeah, San Jose I think is the better team. They have more pieces and they're ready to go. I like them a little better. I I look at that West and it's like a murderer's row of what's to come. Like if you're Colorado, you got to strike while the iron's hot, don't you? Like you need this is your chance at a cup. Colorado, Dallas, Edmonton, like you're fighting each other for it because out of the East, does anybody scare you? I mean, Montreal's frisky, but they're not like they don't scare me like Colorado scares me. Although
The
they
last time we
they
did power rankings, we were talking about the East. Like nobody had a goal differential above single digits.
no,
Like it's super wide open in the East. There's not a dominant force like you have in the West, where it's like Colorado is obviously the one, and you have these other two teams.
I love it. I mean, the East is going to be in trouble. I think soon. Toronto's in trouble, which I always have to point out. Tampa's still Tampa. Florida's still Florida. Although both of those teams are not in a great spot. I just I don't know. I don't know.
It's a fantastic trade for the Kings. The Rangers are a bit of a mystery,
What are they doing?
but I who knows, man.
What does that
Um,
do for you?
we had RC in the chat, so the 2 year extension at 11 mil for a guy who'll be 35 in October is a little confusing. I do agree with that, but this was meeting in the middle. Like the
Yeah,
report before the trade, like everyone was speculating the trade was going to happen. It was just who and when. Was it before the roster freeze or after? All reports were he would be willing to sign off his no trade clause as long as he was getting an extension, and he wanted a 40 to 50 million dollar extension, quote home run. Uh,
yeah.
this was meeting in the middle. It's like, okay, we'll give you that fat money, but we're only doing 2 years. So I'm sure his AAV got bumped up a little bit for the years to be bumped down for the team.
If you're the team, you're taking a flyer on a proven goal scorer. You just need him to do
I
it.
like the deal.
I think it's a great deal for them.
I just don't know what the Rangers are doing. It's almost like admitting defeat.
Rangers have definitely admitted defeat. I can't wait for the statement to
But
be
like,
released.
does that mean there's way more moves coming?
There has to be. I think there has to be. It'll be post roster
Like
free.
you
This
don't
is
just trade Artemi Panarin.
so. This is what's going to happen. So we have games today, games tomorrow, and then it's Olympic break until the almost the end of February. I think it's the 28th they come back.
February 23rd is when the roster's on freeze.
Okay,
I
so
don't
the
know when the
23rd.
first game.
I think the 23rd to the trade deadline is going to be insanity for NHL teams.
Yep.
We're probably going to see a lot of moves that happen because
It looks like the 26th is when games come back.
yeah, you're taking a lot of teams. So RC's point, Toronto's on life support. There's not a lot of guys you can trade from that team without like you're not trading Nylander or Riley from that team. You're not trading Matthews. So it's like guys on probably trading like Brandon Carlo, who you took a flyer on and did not work out. There's like,
Thanks for Fraser Minton.
yeah, Fraser Mint has been that's been a gift. Another gift that
Appreciate
keeps
that.
on giving.
The Maple Leafs are basically a second development team for us. We give
They've
them
been.
players that aren't going to work out long term and aren't going to contribute to winning, and they just give us prospects that are going to be foundation pieces going forward.
So
It's
Toronto
been
needs
that
a bit
way
of
for a
a
long time.
Toronto needs a retool, so they're going to have to do that. The other teams that are in the bottom of the East right now, like it's the Rangers, the Devils are down there. I mean,
What happened to them? That
I don't
Hughes
know.
injury killed them, dude. They've not been the
So
same team since that.
so
And it
your
was so like
bottom.
he cut himself at dinner. It wasn't like he like got a
I know.
knee injury on the ice or something.
So your bottom are the Rangers, Devils, Panthers, which is wild to me. Um, Flyers and Sens. I think that if you're saying, I mean, here the problem that you have is that you had like the Leafs have 63 points, but they have to jump Columbus, Boston. Like they had to do something like they had to play like 600 hockey to get to like 90 something points. The math just doesn't math. So
The difference
basically,
between first and last in the Atlantic though is only an
and
eight
Toronto's
win
got two
difference.
games. Toronto's already, or Columbus has 2 games in hand. Toronto's played 57. Columbus has only played 55.
We called that, by the way.
Yeah. Uh, Montreal and Boston both have 56, both in the wild card comfortably. Montreal 70 points, Boston 68. And then there's also like the Atlantic itself. It's Buffalo at 70, Detroit at 72, and Tampa at 76. Like that division is very much in flux, but I think those are the 5 teams that are in. Do you disagree? You think Columbus like sneaks in here or Washington goes on a run? I don't see any of that happening.
No, I think you're probably right.
I think the East is pretty well settled. As long as there's no injuries, the East is pretty well settled.
Tampa
We'll, we'll
coming back from the dead too is
well, there always has to be a Florida team
they're
to
just
dominate.
they're
There's
so good.
there's one every single. They're powered by Kucherov and cocaine. So
They're they're from the like Patriots Warriors ilk where it's like even when you doubt them, they just find a way.
they were unbelievable. What you think of that
Stadium
Stadium
series.
Series? Yeah.
It was dope. I like it. I mean, I obviously the Winter Classic is
Can I
the
tell you
one.
something about Stadium Series? I
You think
like
it's
the
dumb?
game. I fucking hated those jerseys. That yellow is awful. It's
I don't
terrible.
I don't mind it once in a
It looks like
while.
a
Like
highlighter.
yeah, 100%. Swayman especially with all the yellow pads, that was tough. I don't think they're that bad, but like I don't want them wearing them. I saw we're playing
Florida.
Florida tonight.
Yeah.
I didn't they teased that they were wearing the jerseys, did they?
Yeah. Yeah, they did.
They did?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, see, I don't like that.
That's too much.
Yeah, them and the Panthers were like tweeting shit. Like they were gonna wear the Winter Classic jerseys from Florida and the Stadium Series for the
I
Bruins.
RC, I agree. I like the Tampa jersey a lot. I like the double blues.
Yeah, they are. Yuck.
Yeah, I like the double blues
Yuck.
for the Tampa jerseys. I thought they were great.
Also,
I don't
that's fucking bullshit. I'm gonna retweet that.
know. What?
Fucking Charlie McAvoy got hit in the head, and then we ended up shorthanded on it. I'm not watching the game, but
Well,
anyway.
Montreal's beating Winnipeg right now 2-1.
I thought the game was fantastic despite the loss. We blew a fat lead, which is like
That
that's
lead.
vintage Bruins.
Yeah.
I'm glad Swayman finally got his fight. He's been trying to do that for years now.
Goalie fight. That's 2 goalie fights
Yeah.
this year. Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
he wanted it. I wish it went on longer. He kind of fell and it was over. But before that, they were
No.
slugging it out. I was hyped. Big fan of the rink too, but it is kind of just inherently dumb to do this in Tampa and not Boston. I understand we're like privy to a bunch of winter classics and whatnot, and they don't really get that. But
I would
why are
like
we doing an outdoor game in Florida? I know the temps were low, but
Okay, but if we're gonna do outdoor, like if you're gonna do an ODR in a warm place, why don't you do it somewhere where the stadium is like massive attendance, and then on the field have like I remember the Michigan when they played Toronto and Detroit played. Um, in Michigan Stadium, and it was like 100 something thousand people. It was unbelievable. And I just want to see. I want to see more of that. If you're going to make the outdoor rinks a thing, and warm climate, like give me like an unbelievable atmosphere and scene. And I know the temps were low. All the Florida people were like, "It's cold." It's like, no, sir.
No, sir. You
No,
don't know cold.
no. This isn't even cold for a rink. Like,
It's been like -5 every day I wake up from work for like the last month. I'm fucking over it.
yeah. So I'm happy that they got to play the game. The stadium looked cool. I just wish there was more going on with it. Um, I didn't like that. They had like Tim
I just like,
McGraw
I'm a sucker
randomly.
for pirate shit. So they
Yeah,
had
I know.
pirate
It's
stuff
good.
around the outside, and I was like, sign me up.
Tampa showed up in
It was also
Buccaneers, full
like, it
Buccaneer
was
outfits.
almost intentionally hideous too, which I also like.
It's on brand for Pirates.
Yeah,
That's
I was
pirate
with
brand.
it. I
Yeah, you
liked
were there.
the rink.
I knew you would be.
It was right for me. Yeah, it was right in my wheelhouse. I totally understand people not getting it, but I loved it. Um, I cut you off though. What were you saying?
I just I didn't like the Tim McGraw bit that they had. They really
Yeah,
tried.
nah,
They I,
nah.
if someone could teach the NHL how to market to like Americans in non-traditional markets, that would be great. It'd be great. They
The
don't need to
thing
do it.
is,
They don't need to do it in Boston, Dubs. They don't need to do it in
no, they
Boston
don't.
or New York or New Jersey or Philly. Like any of the Northeast states, it's fine. Basically,
But they do this
um,
constantly. Like they do something cool, everyone's like, "Wow, look at hockey," and then they don't capitalize, and it's gone.
but they did something cool. But then they were like, "We got Tim McGraw," and it's like, "Do we need him?" They're like, "What kind of hockey player would you be?" And he's like, "I think I'd be a goal scorer." And it's like, "I don't think you would be, sir.
Yeah, I don't think you know what ice is.
I'm not sure you know anything that's going on with this. It's
The
pretty
ice you
rude."
know about is not the one we've skate on. I promise you that. Um, Four Nations doc too, like talking about things that were cool and that they didn't capitalize on.
Yeah,
The Four Nations doc is coming out. Looks electric.
can't wait.
Yeah,
I can't
look,
wait.
I'm excited for that. But this is the shit they do.
I know.
It's like,
I know.
okay, why didn't we get that last year? I know it takes time. I'm not saying I know how to edit and be a film guy. Like I know this shit takes a lot of time and effort, but
Sure does.
strike while the iron's hot.
That's right, RC. Ha ha ha. Exactly. All right. You want to? There were a couple. I mean, there were a couple of baseball things that happened. You want to touch on those quick here because we got a
Yeah,
lot of football to talk to.
we got a lot of football to talk. We'll go through quick. Mariners traded for Brendan Donovan, who's been named in trade talks a lot
I
through
like
the
that.
offseason. Ketel Marte was kind of the top dog as far as second base goes, being mentioned in rumors and whatnot. Once the Diamondbacks kind of affirmed that he wasn't going anywhere, Brendan Donovan kind of climbed up that ladder. I think he's a really good player, good hitter, can slot into towards the top of your lineup. You're not going to get a lot of power out of him. Solid glove, but he's a guy. If the Sox ended up trading for him, I would have only been upset that it was the Cardinals, and I need them to stop talking to Heim Bloom.
Yeah,
But this is the Heim Bloom way. Just acquire prospects, get the guys on expiring contracts, getting older, get them out the building, and now he's trying to build them his way. Like that move also benefits the Mariners. I think this was a win-win. Uh, Suarez, $15 million, 1 year contract going to Cincinnati. Pretty much the worst case scenario for him. Thinking back to like July when he was the top trade candidate, having like a career year in Arizona, and you end up on a 1 year contract in Cincinnati. No hate to the Reds, but it's just not. I'm sure he was expecting 3, 4, 5 year deal, and that just didn't come. Um, a little upset the Red Sox didn't entertain it. Not that I'm a huge Suarez guy. The strikeouts are not good. The average is not good. And he
he had
kind of
stingers.
disappeared. Yeah, but he disappeared once he got to Seattle.
I know.
But that's not a guy I'm giving a long-term contract to, which is why like he didn't land one. There's no
Yeah,
GM out there, even Craig Breslow, who's like, yeah,
he'll
this is
he'll be a piece that someone acquires that's making a playoff push this coming
exactly.
year.
And then he'll do this again like Pete Alonso. But
Yeah,
there's just that the question mark of injuries and anything can happen. But anyway, the fact that you missed on every free agent you've gone for and you couldn't pay 16 million to
uh,
Suarez is
I
just a
I
little.
just need to let you know you did get Isaiah Kiner Falefa though.
We did?
Yeah.
When the fuck did we do that? Today?
Like half hour before air.
Oh. Oh, I hate that. I don't want him. Can you take him back?
I mean, I would take him back. He's
You can have him. I'm good.
He is a plus defender who can actually put the ball in play. I'm sure you didn't spend a fortune on him because you wouldn't spend $60 million.
No, we probably gave him a fucking
$20 million. I would laugh so hard. I will laugh. We will all laugh at you if it's more than $10 million a year.
There's no shot. There's no shot it's more than 5.
Oh, now I need to know the terms of the deal. I need to know the financials.
It says Red Sox 2 signed. Doesn't look like it's been released yet. I also need to know the financials because I'll be upset.
Yeah, it was passing, so I trust
like he's
it.
fine. It's just like you can't.
I know
this isn't your off. You can't look at me and tell me this was a good off season. We're going to do a ranking of teams' off seasons at some point. We'll do it after football. We're going to be last.
The first response to the Jeff Passan, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, and the Red Sox are in agreement on a 1-year contract. Is Craig finally did it. He united Red Sox fandom. Everyone thinks this is a terrible move.
I figured it was going to be that guy, the meme with the dude with the gallon of bleach on his balcony.
Yeah, I mean, it could be. It's also the first time.
Reaction.
It's also first time.
Maybe I'll tweet that.
First time?
Yeah, that's a good one too.
It's a move. It's nothing special, but you need those pieces to win championships. And
fucking whatever.
Yep. All right. Anything else?
Kyle Tucker.
Baseball? Yeah.
$64 million signing bonus, only $1 million in salary. The Dodgers, nobody does it better than the Dodgers, huh? Manipulating money.
Did you hear about what he said though? He actually wanted
to
play
Marty Bird on retainer.
He wanted he wanted to play in Toronto, but the money was too good to pass up. I'm not even kidding. I'm not even shitting you. The like legitimate response was, I really wanted to play in Toronto, but there was no way I could pass up the offer. And I don't disagree with him.
He was like, I can't believe they're giving me $200 million for 4 years.
Of course he can't, because why would they?
Also, look at his fucking stats. Like, he's not
great.
A $60 million a year player. Like he's
they're
just
not. They're not that much.
Sorry.
They're not that much. I'll tell you that.
When dudes like Pete Alonso, and I'm not saying like they're better all-around players, but when you look at the contracts that Alonso and Bregman signed, you're like, wow, that's a lot of money. Like Kyle Tucker eclipsed that by a lot of cash. He's not that guy. Jacob Wilson, last thing I got for MLB. So there's a bunch of other arbitration just went down. People are trying to thin down rosters right now. Jacob Wilson's signed with the A's, 7 years. I don't have the money. I think it's like 60 or 70 mil, something in that range. Good deal. Guy was off to a tear before the injury. Was like runaway favorite for rookie of the year until his teammate Nick Kurtz ended up stealing that from him. But fantastic deal, and it just another twist of the knife for Oakland fans. Like the second that they're like, nope, we'll go play in a minor league stadium until Vegas is ready for us. Like that's when you start paying people. That's when you sign extensions. I saw this post on MLB Reddit. Maybe I still have it up somewhere. Yeah, I got it. It's just Oakland fans being like, yeah, you know, it'd be crazy if he did that with the core of Chapman and Olsen. And then it was just like 8 comments of different cores they've had of young players that they just traded away or let leave. Hudson, Mulder, Zito, Giambi, Tejada, Murphy, Luzardo, etc. Donaldson, Cespedes, Reddick, Coco Crisp, Ched Lowry, Sonny Gray.
Like, it's not like they've had any good players.
On and on and on. And if you just did this from the fucking jump and invested into your team and stopped caring about the money and all the fucking bullshit that goes into being an owner and just really got back to brass tacks and focused on your franchise, they would still be in Oakland, they would be successful, and their fans would be behind them 100% because they're the only thing they have left. The Raiders left, the Warriors left, and now the A's have left. And the fact that now they want to spend money, I'd be sick to my fucking stomach.
My
There's one guy on here talking about being like resentful, and he's like, I don't even care. I am. I fuck that. Fuck the A's. Like, yeah, totally feel for him.
I totally feel for him. It's kind of amazing that they had that many great, talented people. For me, that says, why isn't somebody hiring the scouts from Oakland? Like, go get that guy, because the guy that's getting their draft capital ready and finding their players.
That's what the fucking Dodgers did. They took Friedman from the Rays, and like Dodgers always have prospects. They always have money. Like,
yeah, they're ready to go. All right, Super Bowl talk. You ready?
Let's do it.
Let's start. Well, first, William Belichick not in the Hall of Fame. I talked a bit about it last week.
If anybody ever tries to deny that there's like a Patriot bias when it comes to the NFL, like look at this shit.
No,
all the fucking suspensions that we've gotten, like the Deflategate bullshit, Spygate's, like whatever you want to call it. The fact that Bill Belichick's not a first ballot Hall of Famer, and the fact that Kraft isn't it, like Kraft is whatever. He got caught with a prostitute. She was a massage therapist.
To be fair,
there's a difference.
A lot of owners have had shady dealings. Like Jim Irsay had that DUI, several DUIs.
Yeah. And now, like, his doctor might have killed him. I don't know.
Yeah.
There's always shit going on with Irsay, even when he's in the grave.
Yeah.
But the fact that they're not in, there's literally nothing you can tell me. And Bill specifically, the guy has the most Super Bowl rings of anybody in history. How are you not going to let him in first ballot? How are you going to look at Bill Belichick and say, nope, not a first ballot Hall of Famer? You can't then turn around and tell me that anybody else is. That means nobody should get in on their first try. And I saw that one writer from Kansas City who, like, props to him. I don't know if he came forward and said he didn't, or if somebody found out that he didn't vote for Bill.
Yeah.
If he came out and said it, props to him. Regardless, if your reasoning as to why you're not voting for somebody is like, oh, well, somebody else is going to, so I'm going to vote for these people because they might not, then you shouldn't be on the ballot. Like, that's not how you're supposed to vote for shit.
It's not a participation award. It's the Hall of Fame.
No. You should be voting for your... That's the issue here, is that this is now this is a complete black spot on the Hall of Fame. Like, everything about your integrity gets called into question. When you look around media and sports, and really any media, nobody ever agrees wholeheartedly. Nobody's ever in complete unison. There's always some dissenting opinion. And when Bill Belichick was snubbed from the Hall of Fame, there was zero dissenting opinion. Every person with a platform that is involved with the NFL was like, that's fucking bullshit. That's how you know that this was just...
How you blew it?
Completely wrong. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, every bit of your voting process is going to be put under a microscope. And that's not what the Hall of Fame wants. I guarantee you they're going to change something in terms of voting, and they're gonna make sure he's in next year.
Yeah, and it's really too bad. I feel bad for him because he didn't. I don't think he did anything to deserve that.
He's never been accused of a crime. This is a Hall of Fame that has a murderer's bust up in the. You can go see it. You can go touch it right now.
There's a few.
I got a picture of my dad picking his nose on the bust.
There's a few. There's more than one.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Like. You can't look at Bill Belichick's list of accomplishments, the amount of time he put into this league, and just be like, well, he may have cheated one time, so. Also, Jimmy Johnson came out and was like, I fucking tried Spygate, it didn't work for me, so I stopped doing it.
everyone has tried to, that's what I was part of my talk last week was.
It's the same shit with the Deflategate. Everybody does it. You just made an example out of us for no reason. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that it was either Marvin Harrison.
Scientifically proven that it was bullshit. And they're like, no, you still got to serve 4 fucking games.
Yeah, Marvin Harrison Sr., I'm pretty sure, allegedly, it's not proven. No one brought any charges. Committed murder. He had a gun case. Also, Ray Lewis did that.
Ray Rice got suspended for less games for beating the shit out of his girlfriend on camera in front of a fucking in public.
Yeah.
he got less games than Tom Brady got for having a ball slightly under deflated that everyone else in the league would do in conditions that would deflate a ball. Like
O.J.
it's
Simpson was a first ballot
asinine the
Hall of
shit that
Famer.
they did to the Patriots.
O.J. Simpson was a first ballot Hall of Famer. We're going to take him out? Is that what we're doing now? We're going to take guys out because they did bad things? Is that the argument? He did
That's
bad things, so.
that's the thing, RC, is that it's just people on the ballot that felt personally smited by him for like no other reason than ego and feeling that they were treated a type of way. Those are the only people that didn't vote for him. And then this dude from the Chiefs who's like, well, I wanted to vote for others. Well, take his fucking vote away then because he's not doing it right. Um, that's
Working
not a
well
good
with
enough reason.
working
And
well with the
he
media.
guess what? He doesn't fucking have to.
Working well with the media is not a criteria for being in the Hall of Fame.
Nope.
Being a nice guy is not on the checklist. It's are your achievements do they stand alone? Do they stand the test of time when it comes to pro football? That's what the Hall of Fame is supposed to be. The Pro Football Hall of Fame, not the I got my feelings hurt Hall of Fame.
He
It's
was mean
it's
to me when I asked a stupid question.
I asked him
Fuck
about
him.
I asked him how he felt about the loss, and he just kept saying we're on to Cincinnati.
Now I get to taint his legacy. Like that's
It's
fucking
nonsense.
stupid. It's the same bullshit with the MLB. I heard Jeremy say this, and I thought it. I was like, they're trying to do baseball here, and then Jeremy said it the day that this
Yeah.
news came out on his show. I was like, that it's exactly what they tried to do. It's like,
Yes.
well, no, he cheated. We can't let it. We have to give him a slap on the wrist because the league wouldn't. And it's like, that's not your fucking cause, Bill Polian. I'm sorry we beat your ass every single time we saw you for a decade and a half. Like,
Yeah. There. You need to remove the from it. It needs to be a professional ballot. If you can't look at the ballot impartially as a voter and say he has the second most wins in all of football, he has the most Super Bowl rings, 6 as a coach, 2 as an assistant. Like, how do you look at that and go, not good enough? You got to remove the personal issues, the gripes, the
yeah,
pettiness. You got to look at it and go, okay, what does his professional resume look like? And say, are there merits against it or not? And I don't honestly see how you can argue against it. I guess it's the same way that Matthew Stafford is the MVP because he's been in the league longer, so he deserves it because he's never won one because he's an old guy. That's
yeah,
why he
right.
gets
That's fucking
MVP.
stupid.
It's a participation award now. We're just going to vote for our friends and everybody else can be damned. It's dumb. It's a dumb opinion.
It puts a asterisk next to your entire credibility.
Yeah, I know.
Super Bowl?
Yeah, let's talk Super Bowl. I don't know if Patriots are in fact playing in this game. I have only heard about Jackson Smith and Jigba and how great Sammy D
Mhm.
is.
I
And
am
so
feeding on all the hate.
I told John Welch that we would get a friendly wager. I don't know if he's in chat. He can chime in if he is. If he's not, we
I
can
don't know if
figure
I
out
can
what
be
it is.
friendly until it's over.
Well, you don't have to be friendly. I'm just
All
saying
right, I'm
friendly.
just
The
saying I
wager
can't
is
think
the,
I can't
the
think
wager is
friendly right now.
I will think friendly for us. It's fine. I can be I can I can be our impartial slash
Well
partial.
documented, I
Yeah.
cannot be.
I every day I turn on Sports Center in the morning and they do a some sort of story on what's happening at the Super Bowl today, kind of thing. And every day it starts out with trying to be impartial to both teams, and they'll start off by going, well, how good can this Patriots team be? And it immediately turns to, well, Seattle's defense is going to eat them for lunch. It's going to be 35-0 at the half, and nothing is going to happen, and Drake May is going to die, and Hunter Henry's going to collapse, and Stephon Diggs is going to choke a chef, and it's going to be all bad news. No one's going to have any fun, and the Seahawks are going to kill him. Oh, he's there. There he is. Welch is in chat. Uh, I don't think it's going to be that. I told Welch specifically that my head thinks Seattle is going to win the game. My heart is always with New England, and I will always say, why not us? Um, this team is on the power of friendship, and they don't have the same level of talent that the other roster has, that Seattle has. But you know what they do have? They play together. They play unified. They are the Swarm. I heard about the Texans are the Swarm, or at least I thought they were until they lost.
Oh, every team that we play is the Swarm.
Every team that New England has played has had
We
an
play a
excuse,
team and they're like, they're gonna dog walk you. You guys have had an easy path. This team's
and then
way better
it's
than you.
and
And
then
then we
it's four
win, and they go,
interception. C.J.
"Oh,
Stroud, Justin Herbert has no O line.
that team
Bo
actually
Nix would have
sucked."
Bo Nix would have beat you. It's all the
We
same.
talk
It's
about
all the same.
asterisks next to credibility with the Hall of Fame. It's the same shit to anybody that does that. It's my biggest gripe in sports is somebody throws out a hot take, it's wrong, and they're like, well, that should have happened. It's like, then keep your opinion to yourself. If you're just, you can't then turn around and take credit and be like, well, I was right.
Yeah, it. I think this is going to be a close game. I think this is going to be a grind 'em out, sloppy game. I think that
Has
people
to
are
be.
assuming. I think people are assuming that JSN is just going to have free reign to run all over the place. I don't think that's the case. I don't think Sam is going to have as much time in the pocket as people think he is. I think the pass rush is better than it has been. I think that Kenny Walker.
Everything about our defense is better than
I
people want
think.
to tell you it
I
is.
think
If
that.
you look at this game on paper and look at all of the advanced metrics and whatnot, we are far closer than people want to act like we are.
And then I think Kenny Walker, as great as he's been, because he's been electric. Like, let's be honest, he's been electric all year. Um, he's going against a run defense that does not give up a ton of rushing yards. They just don't. They don't give a ton of rushing yards, and I think that that's going to be the story of the game. If Walker can get loose, then the Patriots are in trouble because then you got to play the game that you played against Buffalo, the
Don't think
second
he's
game.
gonna.
I don't think he's going to either. I think the New England's been good against the run for the majority of the year. Milton Williams is back. I think that it's a. I think
On
the whole unit.
151 rushes with Williams on the field, opposing ball carriers recorded just one run of more than 12 yards. Through 3 playoff games, New England has allowed just 11 total first downs on the ground, providing a true challenge for the Seahawks. Through 25-26, New England Patriots boast an elite level run defense that powered their postseason success, allowing just 3.1 yards per carry in the playoffs and ranking fourth in the league through the regular season with 97 yards allowed per game. We also went until week 8 without allowing a 50-yard rusher, and that was playing people like Bijan, Brees Hall,
Yeah,
others,
James Cook.
James Cook.
I I don't think it's as.
I don't think either team is going to be able to run the ball up the middle. Seattle's
Correct. Seattle's run
QB
defense is
tackles are
also
also
great. Yeah,
ridiculous.
I
The
think that's
the
why I think
thing
it's a Travion Henderson issue more than
Correct.
it's
But then if you look at DraftKings, they're
Ramondre.
like, no, Travion's not doing dick.
Yes.
His total yards is set at 28, rushing and receiving. That makes no sense to me. The Patriots have called like it's less than 30 and it's more than 20. I just can't remember the exact number
Yeah.
of like outside runs this year. There's been 4 or 5 off the top of my head that went for tutties, like long tutties. I think they didn't put that on tape for a reason. I think that you saw them in these games with weather against Houston and Denver, just kind of run up the middle with Ramondre, just follow the lineman. He was mic'd up in the Denver game, or no, it was the Houston game, and you heard him talking to the lineman like, "I'm just following you."
Yeah.
When I was going to the Celtics game with my buddy, we were talking about this, and we're like, "Man, Ramondre only just runs straight into the line." And it's like, no, that's just like the game plan. That's what the Patriots have been doing.
Yeah.
Against Seattle, the way to beat them in the run game is to do the opposite and bounce shit outside and try to get on the corners and get away from
They've
that
got a
nasty
great
interior.
secondary and they're aggressive. I think that you need someone that's shifty though. I think it's like not we watched the Rams try and throw those to like Blake Corum. And Blake Corum is a great running back, but he's not the same as Travion Henderson. Henderson is shifty. And I think that's what you're going to see. I think that the way that Seattle wins this game is if it's threefold: is if Darnold has no turnovers, so Sam has to be clean. I think if Kenny Walker gets
An
free,
early turnover on Sam Darnold in this game completely flips.
yeah, I agree. I think that needs to run well. He doesn't need to be perfect, but he needs to run well. and I think you need to see secondary receiving, either Cooper Cup or Rashid Shaheed, one of those guys.
That's the thing. We need to take a page out of the Belichick defense, and you take away JSN and make them beat you with somebody else.
Yeah, taking away JSN is easier said than done.
100%.
He's
As
the
a
most
guy who
talented
has
player
lived
I know.
financially
Yes.
on JSN, I'm well aware.
I think there's going to be the way that New England wins this game is clean game from Drake May, no turnovers.
Yeah.
I think we're
O-line
underestimating.
has to hold up.
I think they're underestimating Drake's scramble ability. I want to see more of the roll right. Give me the rollout.
If I'm fine with the rollout as long as there's more options. We've talked
Yes.
about this.
Yes.
I hate that shit they ran against Denver.
Yeah. But like, give me the rollout. Give me something different. Give me something where it's like, okay, are we going to run an RPO? We're going to see more like Drake keepers.
This is Josh McDaniels' 10th Super Bowl.
Yes.
I don't think that's getting talked about enough.
No.
If there's anybody here with experience, it's the Pats OC.
I think that you're going to see a game plan that is built for this team. I think you're going to see
100%.
guys get involved. You could see Kyle Williams down the field just beating guys over the top. I think you can see a lot of things. That's how New England wins this game. The defense is going to do what the defense does. Seattle's defense is going to do what Seattle's defense does. I think that there's the seldom talked about part of this is the Patriots were not blown out all year.
Nope.
All year. Not a single game.
We blew out bad teams. We won close games, and the games we lost, we were either should have won or were close for the majority of the game. Steelers game you should have won. You were up big on Buffalo, and then Josh Allen did what Josh Allen did. And the first game against the Raiders is just a wash in my head. It was still a close game, but like that's not the team that we're looking at right now.
And to Seattle's credit, they didn't lose or they didn't get blown out either.
They're a fantastic team.
They blew out a couple of teams, but not really. Like it's always like if the score was run up, it's like a 38-37 game. The only one where it was really out of question was that Falcons game where it was 37-9. They had a 26-0 against the Vikings. So they dominated some teams, but like they gave up a bunch of points too. It's not like
there's also a lot of like we talked about this when we were talking about the Seahawks throughout the year. There's a lot of games where like they played one half of football.
Yes. Yeah, that's fair. Not now, right?
I just think the Pats are getting overlooked big time in the media, and that's exactly what I want. Because how did this dynasty start the first time?
Absolutely. They were playing the greatest show on turf. Going to win by 40. First half, game's over.
Right.
I think it's a field goal game or less. Do we want to do a quick Sunday afternoon check-in?
I 100% do. I was talking about this before I went on. I was talking to some buddies. I was like, I think I'm going to sit down with some people and we're going to go through DraftKings in its entirety and we're going to like whittle down. We're going to start wide and we're going to sit down, take a long time,
Sunday,
whittle down. And then hopefully on Sunday, I'll have like a real filtered version for everybody.
We will go live on Sunday and we will break down wagers, props.
Probably be around noon.
Yeah. Get a little early in. This whole week has been a wash. Every time I turn around, there's been no football on, which has been brutal.
Yeah, it's like a couple weeks of no football, and I don't know what to do with myself. This one week, when like the Patriots are still in it, I'm like, getting itchy. I'm antsy.
I'm ready for it.
Scratching a lot.
I think that it's a close game. We'll talk about it on Sunday.
The Patriots need it to be a close game, though.
They do. If it's a blowout, they're doomed.
Exactly. There's a world that Seattle blows us out. I don't think there's a world where we blow out Seattle. I think you have to win gritty.
Yep.
I wrote down a couple of X factors for the game beforehand. We talked about a few of them, but Sam Darnold, obviously a big one. The seeing ghosts game comes back to New England. It would be super poetic of Sam Darnold to climb to the top, ascend the NFL with a Super Bowl victory, erase his past by defeating the team that kind of ruined him. I mean, the Jets really ruined him.
I was going to say his record
1-9. No, sorry.
Against
0-4.
New England is 0-4.
1 touchdown, 9 picks.
But to be fair, 3 of those games were with the Jets, so that's not.
Correct.
I don't blame him for those as much as the Jets are just
No,
terrible.
and if he's done anything the last 2 years, it's show everyone why he shouldn't be blamed for that shit.
Yeah.
But it's still a talking point. And like I said, it'd be super poetic for him. I have no hate towards Sam Darnold at all, but I gonna need you to lose this one, buddy. Start seeing ghosts again. 6 cents. Old 6 cents, Sammy D.
Yeah.
We need Drake to bounce back big time. There's no excuses anymore. We've had
There's
these
no
couple
weather.
games where there's weather. Like you're still going against an absolutely elite defense, maybe the best one out of the three you've faced so far. Well,
Totally.
four, including Seattle. Um, but this he was an MVP candidate for a reason.
Statistically, this is not the best one they've faced, but there's also no weather in this game. So
Also, they call them the dark side. Like we weren't referred to as the dark side for 20 fucking years.
we're the
If
evil
there's any
empire.
team that
Welcome back,
thrives
baby.
in it, literally, like I can't believe it. It's just
We
all
are
of
the
it.
fir-
Whether Sam Darnold
we
wins
are the
or we
first
win,
order.
it's poetry in motion. I love it. Patriots offensive line, I think, is going to be absolutely massive.
Huge.
Seahawks are the only team in the league that had 6 guys with 30 or more pressures. It's a lot of
Yes.
pressures. Next team only had 4. I believe that was Denver. I could be wrong.
Yep.
May's sack total skyrocketed to 15 in just 3 games so far in the playoffs. That nearly doubles his per game average going back to the regular season. In his postseason debut, Will Campbell had a team high 6 pressures, 2 sacks, the 2 strip sacks for
Yep.
Will Anderson in that Texans game. Figured himself out a little bit against Denver. He had a shutout, did not allow a sack, but there was not at a time was I like, wow, Will Campbell figured it out. It looks dominant. Like he
He
held
didn't
his
look
own. He was
dominant,
all
but he
right.
held his own. I just need him to be good
Right.
enough.
But this is a massive like area of concern for the Patriots with how good that Seattle pass rush is, the way that Drake has been susceptible to holding the ball too long, letting it come out when he does get hit. Um, First rookie duo to start on a side of the line. Will Campbell and Jared Wilson in Super
Yep.
Bowl history. First time. You know, 2 rookies
Huge.
starting in the Super Bowl. Those guys need to show up.
Yeah.
Patriots, like I said, once again facing one of the best defensive units. Talked about the pressures. They're third in the NFL with a 40.1% pressure rate on
Mhm.
all plays. Going to be a massive question mark, at least going into the game. Seattle backfield, I think we talked about the Patriots run defense, but let me prop Kenneth Walker up a little bit. We've been on the Kenny Walker train.
Yes, we have.
Say he is better than Charbonnet. I don't understand why they do as much of a split as they do.
Yeah.
Charbonnet goes down, and then it's Kenny Walker time. He's still at 1,000-yard season despite the split. Was appeared in every game. When the knock on him has been injuries and durability. 5 touchdowns this season, but in the playoffs, 256 yards so far, 4 touchdowns, 7 catches to go along with it. It's been an absolute weapon. Patriots' run defense really needs to be on their shit. We've talked at length about Milton Williams and Christian Barmore in the middle and how much of a dynamic duo that is.
Mhm.
You have to double team one of them. It just makes shit so much easier for you. Gonna need it to come through.
Yeah.
I think, honestly, that's the key to the game for me. I think you can withstand the Seattle passing offense. If you let Kenneth Walker run on you, it's over.
It's over. Yeah.
Start
You need
throwing in
Sam to
play
beat you.
action, all of a sudden JSN gets behind you and they're up 14. Like, make Sam Darnold beat you,
Yeah.
stack the box, and we'll adjust from there. I don't need any of the bullshit zone to start the game. Like, just send the house.
Yeah.
I know that sounds aggressive, but like that's what we're best.
That's how they had to play all year. Be
Blitz
aggressive,
and
that's
man
it.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a bunch of. I think I might just post it. I had a bunch of advanced stats that just show how even both of these.
You want to send it to
are.
me? I'll post it on the account. We'll get it up.
Yeah, I can do that.
You got a Stone Stories to get us out of here, and then we'll go live Sunday. You see us Sunday.
Yep, I'm down. Maybe we'll talk where coaches landed next week.
Yeah, we'll do a coach. We'll do a obviously Super Bowl recap,
Yep.
and we will have coaches landing, and we'll be into Olympics. It'll be Olympic
Unless the
time.
parade's Wednesday, then I'm out of commission.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Olympics time. Olympics time.
Super excited. We got a big slate of sporting coming up. We got the Olympics, got Super Bowl, we got March Madness. We're getting into it. Football's going away, but we're not.
Yeah.
Um, three quick more things before we get out of here. Well, before I get to my stone story, excuse me. One seeds who are favored in the Super Bowl are 1-12 since 2005.
Yeah, it's not great.
Nope, we love that. Bodes well. Six most popular alternate spreads on DraftKings right now, all Seahawks.
Yes.
Seahawks -6.5, -2.5, -5.5, -9.5, 13.5, and even 14.
2.5, I respect.
2.5, I big time respect. I talk about that all the time. And they're like, well, why'd you even bet that? I was like, because that shit happens. I'm not betting it straight. I'm doing it with something else, but I always like the field goal hook. If you're going to be close to it, just give me that.
Yep.
Patriots lowest points per game in history on a playoff run that saw a team make a Super Bowl.
Winning ugly, man.
Has there been an offense more due? Statistically, no.
They're winning ugly. They're winning. They're doing what you need to do to win the game, and that's all.
I think that's their superpower, though, is that no matter what situation they find themselves in throughout the year, they just find ways to win.
100%.
What's more important in one game than just finding a way to win that one game?
Just got to win that one. Someone asked Mike Vrabel if this was a must-win game at Media Day.
Dude, I wanted to mention that earlier when we were talking about the media and Belichick. It was like, how many times do I have to hear the same question or somebody ask me some dumb bullshit like that? And me just, I wouldn't be able to do it. I would not. I would lose my mind on somebody, and then I would be the focus of media going forward. They'd be like, he freaked out on this reporter, and then I'm answering questions about that, getting more angry. Like, the fact that those guys are able to go out there and just be like, I mean, yeah, it's obviously a must-win game.
Is it a must-win game? There's no other games. Like, that's it.
It's the last one.
What do you mean is it a must-win game? You win this one, you win the championship. If you don't win it, there's no other
The
games.
fact those people have media credentials and can go and ask that and be like, wow, I got some great insight here, and post that on some fucking shitty blog. Like, that's wild to me. There's so much better sports content out there.
This guy will be live in Indianapolis. We're going to talk about Indianapolis coming up. If things go my way, we'll be able to go live most days from Indianapolis on Great North. I'll have a second studio set up at the Airbnb. Talking a little bit of fantasy football impact for the guys at the combine. So, plus our regular Wednesday shit.
Yeah, we are also going to have a semi-regular State of the Union of Boston sports moving forward.
Yep.
Probably going to do the first one post Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
The first one's going to be live. We'll see where we go with it from there and what the time frame is, but they're going to be popping up.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a stone story for you, and we can get the fuck out of here. I've actually got a choose your own adventure. Would you like to pick?
Oh, you know I love choose your own adventure. Hell yes.
We can go to Britain, or we can go to North Carolina.
Fuck. I want to say North Carolina, but we never get anything from Britain. So let's go to Britain.
All right, let's do it. This one's the article popped up to me today, and I've just learned of it, but it seems to be a bit of an older story. But anyway, John Eric Spivey cashed in on a winning lottery ticket in 2010, which he used the money from. Oh, by the way, $288 million lottery ticket. Come on.
That's real nice.
Anthony Rendon would get that and just put his feet up.
Never play baseball again. Not gonna anyway.
He used the winnings from this ticket to create a drug lab in a horse stable opposite his cottage in Greater Manchester.
Of course.
Spivey went on to grow this empire using his son and two associates, building a second drug factory in Salford to flood the streets with unregulated, unlicensed, and unchecked drugs, the best kind. At the height of his powers, Spidey boasted that U.S. tech billionaires Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos better watch their backs. So I'm coming for him. But as sales of counterfeit drugs soared, so did the number of drug-related deaths in the area, probably due to the unregulated, unlicensed, and unchecked drugs. Triple U. Like, hey, this is what we're standing by. I like it. He's like, people are dying. He's like, no, I don't care. Keep it.
Not me.
Keep it going. We got to keep this. This is pure. I started the business this way and we're finishing it this way.
Yeah.
This group's success caught the attention of the police who ran a surveillance team on them after uncovering incriminating messages on an app dubbed the WhatsApp for criminals. Doesn't say what the app is. I'm guessing that's to try to not let people get on
Yeah,
it,
we
but
don't want to encourage others to get on there.
I'd be curious about it just for like these stories for this purpose.
Yeah.
I'll redact names if I have to. Maybe somebody hit me with a link. When officers eventually raided a hired van, they found $2.6 million counterfeit diazepam tablets with a street value of up to $5.2 million. Police also raided a string of properties and found 3 firearms plus ammunition. Just an absolute, like, you have to have that. That's a
Yeah.
must-have. Like, if I'm selling drugs, it's like I acquired drugs, and then I need to acquire a gun, probably multiple.
Mm-hmm.
Spivey Sr., now 80 years old, had a significant criminal record but denied any knowledge of the conspiracy. True G. But he was convicted of drug offenses and jailed for 16 and a half years on Tuesday. Passing sentence Judge Nicholas Clark said, despite your lottery win, you continued to live your life of crime beyond what would be a normal retirement age. That's my favorite part of this whole story is that he, in his old age, he was like 60 something when he got this winning ticket. Me, you, anybody normal is going to be like, let's just go to a beach. I'm going to kick my feet up. I'm not doing shit for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Like, we're done. I hit the lottery. I'm all set forever. This guy was like, now it's time to hustle. And I respect that to a degree that he'll never know.
This is see the poster child for the love of the game.
Because he's got to be, right?
Because he won the lottery and then he was like, you know what?
I'm gonna get back in the streets.
Kingpin. Let's kick it up a notch.
I have to assume he like just finished watching Breaking Bad or something, and he was like, "That's sick. I could do that."
That guy was like a mid-level dealer, and he won the lottery, and he was like, "I can upgrade my setup finally."
It wasn't like time to get out.
He was like, "We got to level up."
Listen to rap music, and like Benny the Butcher's like, "Yeah, we got out of it." Talking about the past times. This guy finally got money and was like, "It's time to get into the drug trade, boys."
He's just been like power listening to Gary Vaynerchuk videos, and he's like, he told me to crush it, so I did. Won the lottery, and then I just doubled down. Doesn't matter what age you are. I can be 80 and drug kingpin. That's what that guy said. Except with a British accent.
I love it.
Except with
we got elderly people working later than they ever have. This guy's doing it by choice.
He's for the love of the game. For the love of the game. All right. That's it for us tonight. We will see you Sunday for our Super Bowl wagers episode, where Dubs will break down.
They're gonna get weird.
Your best propadoodle do's and whatnot. Don't forget to give us a like or a sub. If you like this content,
tell your friends.
You can join the Northmen. Go check out our other videos. We got plenty on there, including a history of the Denver Broncos, which has been going hard. Go check that out. And we appreciate you.